When I was a freshman at St. Xavier University in Chicago, I was responsible for choosing the classes that I wanted to take. And I deliberately chose classes that I thought would be easy. Because my course load was so weak and so lax, I didn't have the structure that I once had. Nobody was there to wake me up and to tell me to get to class, and nobody was there chastising me and yelling at me and punishing me because I didn't make it to class. And eventually my lack of structure caused me to get so caught up with all of the distractions that the university offered that I forgot why I was there. I forgot that I'm here to get an education. I can recall missing a class probably 5 times in a row and walking up to the instructor before the pop quiz, hoping that if I gave some kind of an excuse, if I let him know that I struggled with this ADHD thing, that I was easily distracted and I didn't know how to focus, that he'd have compassion upon me. And I said, I'm sorry, I've been really distracted lately. And he basically looked at me and he said, hey, it's not my problem. I'm not your mommy and I'm not your daddy. You need to be here. Here's your quiz. They're looking at this paper and I'm actually in awe. Oh, that's what this class is about. I had no idea what the class was because I was never there and I had to guess my way through that exam. C. Anybody know what you got for number 23? C? Okay, I'll put that down. C. Having all of the accommodations and having people aware of the fact that we have this challenge, we were able to use it. Use it as a crutch. Use it to our advantage. To let mom and dad know, oh, the reason why I didn't do this was because I was distracted. I want to encourage you. You got to stop the excuses and you got to stop them now. Because when you get off to a 4U university, they don't really care. I'm not saying that they don't provide you with the accommodations, but they also expect that if you made it to a 4U university, you are responsible enough to make the right choices. My biggest wake-up call was in speech class. After class, everybody was dispersing, and I had given a speech that day, and before I had a chance to make it out the room and enter back into the college life, my teacher said, Ben, before you go, and she looked at me, she said something that really caught my attention. She said, Ben, you're good. You're good at giving speeches. But you could be great. I gave her a confused look because she just complimented me and then she kind of took it all away. And I asked her, well, was there something wrong with my speech? She said, no. How come you're giving me the bare minimum? She was absolutely right. I was giving her very little effort. I would walk in and not have anything prepared and just go off of my improv skills. I started coming up with all of these excuses, recalling different ones that I used back when I was in high school, hoping to try to appease to her compassion. You know, oh, well, I'm giving you the bare minimum because I've been so out of focus. I was distracted by the dots on the tiles up there. I got lost in Walmart. I don't know. I got ready to start unloading these excuses, and I think she expected that because she stopped me. In fact, she said, Ben, stop. I just want you to know this, that you're cheating yourself. Maybe back in school, it was your parents, it was your teachers that motivated and pushed you. But when you get to college, the only person that can push you is you. So if you want to be successful, if you want to graduate in 4 years and go off and do that thing that you're most passionate about, you got to stop making excuses. And you got to push yourself. You got to push yourself harder than you ever expected. Mom and dad aren't going to be there to do it for you anymore. Teachers aren't going to be there to do it for you anymore. Now it's time for you to do it for yourself, to believe in yourself, because you can do it. Hey, this is Ben Glenn, and as always, I want to encourage you to do one thing. Keep moving forward. God bless.